I'm Dave Butfield. These days, fishing is so much more than just soaking your bait in the water. And you may have some questions like, where's the most productive area to go fishing for your target species? When's the best time to catch that species? And of course, what is the best bait to use? Throughout my travels both here in Australia and overseas, I've been very fortunate to wet a line for some pretty amazing species. From barramundi in India, giant kingfish in New Zealand, and monster bream on the south coast of New South Wales, just to name a few. In that time, I've learnt so many different ways to catch a fish, and now it's my aim to try to pass that information on to you.
Or I hook a small one, I'm hooked on fishing again.
On this week's show, we hit the northern beaches of Sydney to try our luck at beach worming. Then it's lines in the water. The beaches along the east coast hold a wide range of different fish species, from jewfish, tailor, salmon, big sharks, and our target species, bream and whiting. Well, here we go, Al. Well, here we are in beautiful Sydney on Manly Beach, and we're after beach worms. And I'm here with Alex Bellissimo. Mate, it's great to see you again. And today we're going for worms and then whiting. But we need to get our baits, and we've got these little suckers here.
Mate, that's a stumpy worm. They get to about 4.5 foot long, but much thicker.
Okay.
Yeah, look, they are a fantastic bait. When they're this large, I tend to only use the bottom section of it.
Okay.
But, mate, we've only just started. Let's get back into it.
Mate, there's some big worms along here, and
Yes,
Alex was telling me some of the worms can be about 6 foot long, so I'm pretty excited, and hopefully we can get to see one of these big worms. And some great whiting around this area, and all along the beaches of Sydney there's some great whiting and flathead.
Mate, every beach yields fish of all varieties. You do get beach worms on 90% of the beaches, but obviously some are better than others, and Manly's obviously a pretty good beach.
Now today, I've got Lachlan and Hamish with us as well. They're having a go. I haven't mastered the worming technique. I call Alex the worming whisperer because I could never grab them. So hopefully today I can snag one or two. And mate, so let's get our worms going. We'll get our bag of burley here, wave that in the surf, and hopefully we can get a few.
Mate, there's a couple more just in front of us right now.
I'll give it a go. There mate, I'll put that in your little bag.
Cheers. Here we go. Look at that. If you give them too much time to grab traction, it's either a make or break. Normally they bust off. Just slowly. Oh, it's a whopper.
Here we go, Lock.
Oh, jeez. Look at the size of this thing.
Here we go, Lock. Go, Lock.
Oh.
Go off his hat. It's 4.5 foot long.
It's
that worm.
4.5. Yeah, it's a good worm.
Yeah, so there's a few baits out of that one, Alex.
Mate, they are spectacular bait. Look at that. That's around 5.5 foot, I'd say.
That's a good one, Alex.
How's that, Dave?
That's
a bit of worm, isn't it?
That's a cracker.
Hey!
You get much? Finally.
Hey!
And it's probably the littlest one of the day, mate.
Finally you got one, eh?
I'm not like not like the worm whisperer here. Finally got a small one, but mate.
Mate, no. But they are the better whiting bait.
It's still a bait, that's the thing.
Mate, several baits at that.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, mate, we've got a few so far. I reckon we get a couple more and we'll be done, I reckon.
Yeah.
A couple more. The tide's starting to come back in now and that's working against us, so
it
makes it a lot harder.
Combination of a 0.6 low tide with a second hour of the run-in tide. It gets pretty difficult. So we didn't have
much time. I'll just show you what we're using. Now, you've got to be here on that low tide so you can get the worms, get to the worms. Once that tide starts to move back in, it gets harder and harder. So make sure you get the tides right. Now what we've got here is we're using an old sock. We've got some pilchards in there. So they're nice oily bait. So we crush them up in there, and as you can see, the juice will come running out. And as we run that across the sand, as you see here, we'll just run it along the sand, like so. And as that tide comes in, and we'll wait for that one to come in, okay, so then we'll start washing it through, like so. Now all the juices from the pilly is running back out in the surfs. So what happens, the little worms come up, they can taste that, they get excited. So what we do, then we pinch down on our bag, make a bit of a point, wrap that around our hands, so we've got something to feed to the worm. And then as that worm sticks his head up like so, we'll put that there and he'll grab hold of it. So, and then as you lift him up a little bit, you get your hands behind him, pinch, turn, and then pull him out. It's like any kind of fishing, it takes time and practice, and I don't do it enough, and Alex does it a lot, so that's why he's so good at it. But I'm going to keep on trying, and hopefully I can get a couple, at least a couple.
Hi, I'm Wayne from Garmin Bream. I'm here today to introduce you to Garmin's 8000 series, the new sleek glass screens. The 8000 is feature packed with things like the nav chart with pinch to zoom, 3D perspective view, giving us a 3D overview, the new chirp technology in the sonar with pinch to zoom, which is a fantastic feature to get right in close to have a look at the fish that you're fishing for. Also incorporates the autopilot at the main helm now as well, with full control. Engine data, so engine interfacing, this is great for fuel flow and fuel range. Also the new radar series, which has a dual range, which is great for safety, for close range radar and long distance radaring for weather. As you can see, this is an amazing unit. If you want to see more of our product range, please go to the Garmin website at garmin.com.au.
Well, as you just seen, we've got our bait, and there it is in our pocket, and we've changed locations. Now we're at Long Reef Beach. This is a great place to catch whiting, flathead and bream. And last time I came down this way, I got a 32 centimetre whiting, which is a great whiting. So we've put our bait on our hooks. We've got a twin hook rig here, one hook there with a swivel, and a small sinker and another hook down the bottom. So that'll just sit there, float around with the surge and the current and the wash, and hopefully that'll get our fish. So we're in a channel here, so we're going to work that channel, cast it out, wait for our bites, and hopefully Alex, myself or the boys, we can get a nice fish. So let's get some baits out there. Good work, Hamish. Might be a whiting too.
Could be. There's a whiting, yep.
Good work, mate. Bring him over. Bring him over this way, mate. Good work. Well, we've only been out here for a couple of minutes, and we've got our first hook up. Only a small fish, but there'll definitely be more around. So we'll get him back in the water and rebait up, and hopefully, good work, mate. No, it didn't take long. It was your first cast, buddy. So good work. All right, we'll get him off and get him back in.
Good work, Hamish.
Good work, Locke.
Look at all the weed.
Oh, no. Keep that tip up, Lockie.
Oh, nice bream. Hey, good bream.
Beautiful. Good work, Lockie. Beautiful. That's a nice bream. That's a beautiful bream. It's a legal fish, definitely 100%. So it's probably about 28 centimetres. So, mate, that's pretty good. So far the boys are kind of kicking mine and Alex's butt at the moment. And one whiting, one bream. And it's only early days. We've only been here for about 15 minutes. So to get 2 fish already, it's a good start. So good work, mate. You want to keep that one? Take that one home? Good work. All right. We'll get him sorted out. All right, get some more baits in the water.
There you go, another bream. This fish was very nearly trying to swallow both baits, which is quite typical. Look at that indentation. It's usually caused from a net mark, from perhaps previous years past when it was more of a juvenile and got caught in the ring net itself. It kept swimming and wore a bit of a section out there. Hey, another bream. How good's that? Hey Hamish, come on mate.
Jump in there, mate.
You're the one that caught the fish, buddy.
Actually, I've got to say, we're getting a bit worried. The kids are beating us, mate. Kids are beating us. You want a fish to take home?
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you? I won't say to Alex because he'll take it every time. So I reckon this one can go back and we'll see if we'll get a few bigger ones.
Hi, my name's Mick Benson from Benson Archery. Today we're going to talk about the hunting broadhead. There's a number of broadheads on the market, basically fixed heads and modular heads. The fixed heads look something like this. Their advantages are they're very strong, however they can plane, particularly as bows these days are shooting faster. They can get an air pressure build up on one side which will deflect the arrow in flight. To get around that and still retain strength, two-bladed heads, they've come out with cutouts. This allows the air to go through and the arrowhead flies pretty straight, pretty good. These are also surgical stainless steel and they've been factory sharpened to razor sharp, so there's no issue with sharpness with these. Also, to get around the issue of planing, they've come out with 3- and 4-bladed modular heads. These are blades that fit into the ferrule, and these fly well. However, you do lose a bit of strength, so bear that in mind, particularly if you're shooting game like pigs and bigger game like buffalo. With the new fast bows, speed bows, they're having problems with planing. They have now developed what they call mechanical heads. These are heads where the blades fold back into the ferrule and then on impact they open up, causing a massive wound channel. However, remember you've still got a few moving parts which can fail. So my advice, and just from experience from hunters that come into the shop, possibly if you're in doubt, go for a 2-bladed head, fixed head with cutouts, factory finish. You can't go too wrong. So if you need any more information on broadheads or archery related information, give us a call at Benson Archery or check us out online at bensonarchery.com.au.
Small whiting. There you go, that's a whiting about 28.5 centimetres. Legal length, New South Wales is 27. It's only a smallish fish, but you get 3 or 4 whiting that size, it's more than a feed and delectable eat fish. So far, 3 bream, a whiting between us, middle of the day. How good does that get? Okay, I'm going to continue.
And as you see, we're not using too much worm, just enough to cover pretty much the shaft of the hook. And what I'm doing as well, even though it's a live bait, pretty much fresh bait, I'm putting a little bit of scent on there as well, just a little bit extra attractant, which you can do. And then I'm using this sack scent. This is the prawn, the golden prawn. I'm just trying to get this open, and I'm just going to smear a little bit over that worm. Oh, Alex is on.
It's actually a better fish, this one too.
It's a better whiting.
Hey, that's what we're more after.
Good work,
It's a better
mate.
fish, isn't it?
That's a lot better fish.
Not bad, is it? Just on 35. It's quite a slim fish, but isn't it?
Not as big as my 42.
I can't beat the whiting god, mate. That's it.
Good work, mate.
It's quite undersized, this one, mate.
Small fish. A dart.
Regardless, it's a dart
Not
anyway.
the dart.
Not the dart. It's a gog on me bill.
We're not bringing any, Alex, we're not bringing any kids anymore. No more kids. Good work, Locke. Oh, mate, keep it winding. Keep that tip up.
Good work. Oh, good Bream.
Oh, that's a big brim.
How good is
Bream
that?
over here, look.
Come on, Carl. Come on, guys.
Well, there you go. After a couple of drops, we finally got our fish sorted. But I'll tell you what, Locke, that is a big bream. That is a great bream. And Hamish, that's a great bream as well. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong today. I haven't got a fish. I've had a few bites. But the boys, get in here, Alex, for a sec. What was the idea of bringing kids along today? Because I tell you, they're out fishing us.
Mate, you told me that you're going to bring the boys along so we can catch more fish. And who are the ones catching all the fish?
All the boys. And they're, honestly, they're proud. I'd be proud to catch a bream like that. Better measure that up, mate, because that's a great bream.
Well, I reckon they're both in the early
30s.
You must hold that really firmly, mate.
Because they'll get in the wash.
About 31.
31, and that one would probably be 30, I reckon. Or maybe,
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, how fat are they?
No, they're really healthy
Firm
fish.
fish, aren't they? Yeah,
And
right
30.
on 30. How good's that?
Got one, Lock? Lock's on. Good work, Lockie. Probably another whiting. Well, it looks like you're getting a few whiting here, boys. What do you reckon, Lock? A bream or whiting? Whiting. 2.
Hey, how good's that?
Hey! Double
Two
hooker.
legal whiting.
Beautiful whiting. Come over here, look. Definitely legal fish, and nothing wrong with a fish like that. Nice and healthy, beautiful eating. And Locke, well done, mate. Double hookup.
Yeah, the other fish is easily legal.
Yeah, both are legal.
Very much
looks
so,
like you
mate.
found a little hole where the whiting are.
Oh, you bet. How good's that? That'll be about 35 again. Good on you, mate.
Ellie, you want to get that one out?
Hang on for a sec. Can you just grab that for me, please?
That'll be 35.
Yeah, easy, 35. Oh, 34. 34. How good's that?
Well, as you've seen, 3 nice whiting coming on the beach, and you know, the boys are just sitting there, casting their baits out, waiting for the bites and getting some fantastic fish. I'm still waiting. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but still early days, and we've probably still got a couple of hours of sunlight left, so I reckon we could get a few more nice fish, or they'll probably get a few more nice fish, and I'll be still waiting for my bite. So anyway, lines are out. Let's cross our fingers. Yep.
Hey,
Hey, nothing. Drop that. I am having the worst day. Oh, my back one.
You're already on, mate.
We're on. Oh,
You're
about time, I tell you. It's been a hard day for me between the worms, which I knew I was going to struggle on because I'm just hopeless at worming, and it's a bream. And a nice bream at that.
Hey.
There you go.
Nice bream.
Not a bad bream at all. I'll be happy with that. Oh, Alex is on? No?
Hey.
You got one as well, mate?
It's probably a whiting, I think.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Just,
nice whiting.
There you go. What do you get, mate? Whiting?
Whiting about 28 centimetres, and you got a nice bream about
27.
10 centimetres.
Get lost, Alex. About time I got something.
Mate, I'm actually flabbergasted
What's that?
that you got something. Was that a fish that Lachlan put on the hook for you and then threw back out for you?
Well, yeah, that's right, mate, that's right. Just rub it in a bit more, put a bit more salt in the wound. But look, at the end of the day, it happens, and you can be fishing next to a person, and he's pulling fish after fish, and you can catch nothing. And that's what happens, and that's fishing. So, you know, yourself, Lockie, and Hamish, they've all got fish, and I've got nothing till now. So,
Well, Lachlan and Hamish have got the best quality fish.
they
mate.
definitely
No
know.
doubt about that.
All right, well, I'm going to put him in the bag because I need something to take home, or my wife's going to laugh at me. Well, Alex, we've had a fantastic day. We've got beach worms, and also we've got a great bucket full of fish.
Bream, whiting. I reckon we got about a dozen fish, maybe even 15 fish, mate. It's been sensational, hasn't it?
I have to say, the boys done a great job. Lachlan and Hamish got some great fish. A double header by Lockie there on the whiting, and some big bream, the biggest 2 bream we've got all day.
Mate, the boys actually got consecutive fish,
That's right.
10 seconds apart from each other.
And it's easy to do. I mean, I always struggle. Every time we go out worming, mate, you are the worm whisperer. And I do struggle. I've got a couple, but it's just a bit of a technique. But you can show people how to do that, can't you?
I do. I teach beach worming, all aspects of rock and beach fishing on the northern beaches of Sydney. Mate, look, I am just thrilled to teach people and watch them grow as an angler.
Well, that's what we're here today. You know, get the boys out, have a bit of fun, and they outfished us, definitely did. They outfished me anyway, but it was a great day to be on the beach. You couldn't get the weather, it was absolutely perfect. But mate,
Amazing weather.
you take beginners and experts out.
Beginners, intermediate, advanced. I'll teach you right from the very basics to right into intricate techniques.
If you want to give Alex a call, jump on the Hook TV website. It's hooktv.com.au. Click on the link and give this bloke a call because he's a great bloke and he'll teach you all the aspects of rock and beach fishing. Mate, the sun's starting to go down. It's time for dinner, mate. I reckon we go home. Thanks again.
Cheers.
Hope you enjoyed the show. I've had a great time. I'll see you next week somewhere around Australia.
Makes it clear to see that fishing's just like therapy. The worries of the world all just drift away when I'm out here fishing for the day. So if I hook a big one or I hook a small one, I'm hooked on fishing again.